Thank you all. I'm also going to place a request to all the students. Hey, you know what, you might want to invite your fellow students, let them know that the webinar is about to start. And if you do not see them in the session today, if you're not unable to find them yet, go quickly drop in a WhatsApp text or a message or even a quick call, asking them to join, so that we can begin the session in the next few seconds. Thank you. And students, when you join, please ensure that your microphones are on mute and that video is turned off. Kithika from the third Bcom, would you like to mute it? All right, perfect. So ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. A warm welcome to all of you. Thank you so very much for, giving us your presence for this webinar, on GST for upcoming finance professionals. A warm welcome to all the students. And if we have any staff at all or any faculty, right now with us, a warm welcome to you, dear sir, dear ma'am. Thank you very much. And quickly, before we could get started, I would like to introduce MyOSin to you. All right, so MyOSin platform மூலியமாதா இன்னைக்கு இந்த வெபினார் உங்க எல்லாருக்காகவும் நாங்க வந்துட்டு we are up and happening. So in case if you so in case you have not heard about MyOSin na enna appdi neenga ketingina, it's called My Online Status, and this is a division of TeachSub Technologies and EdTech company. So what does MyOSin do? It is an integrated solution that connects student candidates, corporates and colleges. Okay, you Krista இன்னும் எங்களுக்கு சிம்பிளா புரிய வைங்க அப்படி நீங்க கேட்டீங்கன்னா ஒண்ணும் இல்ல. MyOSin is a fantastic online placement drive. It's a portal, it's an online portal where we help students find their dream job, and for colleges we help with placements, and for corporates we help them find the right candidate. So this is My Online Citizen for you. So quick or nutshell MyOSin enna appdi na ungalku solliten. And constantly MyOSin has been conducting various webinars, workshops and a lot of other job fairs exclusively for students and colleges. So today we have students from particularly from the JN Arts and Science today joining us. So thank you very much. And in the webinar chief guest, I find it my great honor and privilege to welcome CABS Sridhar. And in the next few minutes, I would like to also introduce our guest speaker through his profile. By the way, I'm called Krista, and I am really honored to be coordinating this event for all of you, this webinar for all of you. So firstly, thank you very much, sir, for accepting to be our our guest speaker for today, our resource person for today. Over a busy schedule, you have agreed to be our speaker and share insights and help upcoming finance professionals on GST. So dear students, would you like to go on mute? Fantastic, thank you. Yeah, quickly I would like for you all to get yourself introduced to our guest speaker for today. So இன்னைக்கு இந்த fantastic webinar நம்மளுக்காக எடுக்க போறது, நம்மளுக்காக insights share பண்ண போறது the most reputed, very reputed professional chartered accountant BS Sridhar. So sir is the founder and deputy convener of Ananagar Chartered Accountants Study Circle, Chennai. Sir was also the vice president of BSHIP Chennai Innovators, a business networking group for the year 2018 to 2019. Now he is a mentor in the very same group in Chennai, and he is also a leader of BSHIP Global Connect, a worldwide business networking organization. Sir is also a co-founder and secretary of SAVAC Foundation, a charitable organization in Chennai, and he is one of the authorized trainers of GST in South India Regional Council of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. So, and he has published various articles on taxation and VAT related issues in Nanayam Vigadan and various taxation websites. So he's a regular contributor in taxation websites and magazines regarding taxation matters. So he maintains a blog on taxation and other statutory requirements with more than 6,000 subscribers. Amazing, isn't that? So give an interview, and he's also you can very well spot on sir giving interviews in Sun TV, Vasantan TV, and the direct and indirect tax on direct and indirect taxation matters. So he is the winner of Yugati Puraskar Award for the year 2019, awarded by AVOPA, a social organization for contribution to GST awareness. So, and he's given presentations on GST in trade associations, corporates, and other forums, and has trained more than 1,000 people in GST. What an honor it is! What an amazing professional, sir, you are. And இன்னைக்கு எங்களோட in the webinar நீங்க resource person இருந்து எங்களுக்கு பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு இந்த இன்சைட் கொடுக்கிறது, ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு எங்களோட இந்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட் யூசர்ஸ்க்கு இன்சைட் கொடுக்கிறதுக்கு நீங்க ஒத்துக்கிட்டதுக்கு ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நன்றி. Thank you very much. For the benefit of students, here and there we will keep it bilingual so that you will be able to understand. For your convenience, and I hope that's totally fine with all the students. Without no further ado, I'm going to leave the platform over to CABS Sridhar, our guest speaker, our resource person for today's webinar, GST for Finance Professionals. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Ucharista, the moderator for today's session.
Thank you, sir.
My very good friend Dhanashekhar for introducing me to this great platform. And I am very happy and glad to be amongst you in this great webinar attended by the future of India, that is the young upcoming graduates in finance. Thank you very much again for this great opportunity. I am very glad. And am I audible? My voice is clear, right? Can I go ahead?
Sir, you are very well audible and clear without any interruptions.
Thank you. Since I'm connected through my mobile, so my voice might get cut. If it is so, kindly inform me so that I can correct and do the same.
Absolutely, sir. I'll keep you notified.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Let me share my screen, please. Yes, the topic for the day, what we have chosen when Ucharista asked me, sir, what is the topic, what you are going to talk? GST for upcoming finance professionals was topic. Like normally, like I thought today's younger generation, more particularly in the commerce stream, யாரெல்லாம் இருக்கீங்களோ அவங்க வந்து டெஃபினட்டா தெரிஞ்சுக்க வேண்டிய ஒரு இம்பார்ட்டண்டான விஷயம். மேபி ஜிஎஸ்டி யூ மைட் ஹவ் ஸ்டடி இன் யுவர் கரிக்குலம் as a portion or one paper, but உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே வந்து what I thought now itself, if I say, definitely you will be in a position to give the appropriate attention to GST. அதுதான் என்னோட sole objective of choosing this topic today. So not only that, Futurista, can I go ahead?
So very well, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are, sir.
Yes, I was
Absolutely.
muted in between. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
fine. The reason for this topic is like not so long ago, just if you take ஒரு 10 years முன்னாடி போய் பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னா ஒரு காமர்ஸ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டோ அல்லது ஒரு காமர்ஸ் ஸ்ட்ரீம் ஆர் பிஸ்னஸ் ஸ்ட்ரீம் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ஆர் தேர். If you look at them, their idea will be to be a accountant in any organization or company or on their own. So ஒரு கம்பெனில அல்லது வேற ஏதாவது on their own they were aspiring to be accountant. பட் இது ஒரு லாஸ்ட் 10 இயர்ஸ்ல பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா தி ஹோல் அவுட்லுக் ஹஸ் சேஞ்ச்ட். ஸோ நோ ரிக்வயர்மெண்ட் ஃபார் அக்கௌண்டன்ஸ் நவ். ஒன்லி தெர் இஸ் அ ரிக்வயர்மெண்ட் ஃபார் ஒன்லி ஃபினான்ஸ் ப்ரொஃபஷனல்ஸ். தெர் இஸ் அ லாட் ஆஃப் டிஃபரன்ஸ் பிட்வீன் அக்கௌண்டன்ஸ் அண்ட் ஃபினான்ஸ் ப்ரொஃபஷனல்ஸ். என்ன அந்த மாதிரி எப்படி என்ன டிஃபரன்ஸ் இருக்க முடியும்? அக்கௌண்டன்ட்டும் ஃபினான்ஸ் ப்ரொஃபஷனல் தானே, ஒன்று தானே அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி ஒரு தாட் உங்களுக்கு வரலாம். நோ, இட் இஸ் நாட் ஸோ. Today's job or today's entrepreneurship is so much demanding. You need to have so many skill set. But in order to be very much ready to face those challenges, we have to be a finance professional instead of accountant. So my session today, I thought let this be an eye opener for all of you. I am not going to go into details of what is GST, basics of GST. It is not my thing today. Just I wanted my session to be an eye opener for you, so that you will realize the importance of GST and how you are going to approach it. That is going to be my coverage for the day. With this introduction, let us go into the session. நான் ஏற்கனவே சொன்னது மாதிரி no more accountants are needed, only finance professionals are needed. That is the requirement of the time. Like time has changed, the technology has changed, the requirements have changed, the business models have changed. அதே மாதிரி பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா the need for the accountants transforming into a finance professional, that change also has happened, and we have to get updated about it, and we are ready about it. That is my objective. Not only that, today இன்னைக்கு பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னா India is the global investment destination for all the countries all over the world. Lot of dynamics are changing amongst countries in the world economy. Post Second World War, few countries were tipped as like these countries are going to rule for next 100 years, these countries are going to go away. It was there. But going by the trend, going by the past trend and Indian economic situation, like how it has performed, leave away this COVID situation, just pre-COVID also. If you check it, India has been considered as an investment district for countries all over the world. Every country is looking at India. Every country has that opportunity to collaborate and invest in India. So that as a result, the demand for the finance professional is also increasing, because when it comes to India, we younger generation, that is the students, you people are going to be spearheading this revolution. This revolution you are going to spearhead. Your part or your important contribution to this is definitely, it is going to be very important. And then after this COVID, everything has changed. That is the way the business is being done, the way business is transacted, the way it is accounted, the way it is going to be reported, everything has changed. But as a finance professional, you should know, like I will give you one more example. You can say, sir, everything machine can do, everything machine can compute, everything machine can help. But to feed into that machine, you need to be a subject expert, that is domain expert, and you should be a domain expert, and you should be smarter than the system now. So that is the result this COVID has brought into all the professions, not only our accounting profession, every profession it has brought up this change. So in order to be a subject expert, GST is a very good platform. GST is a very good subject which you can consider. You can be an expert on that. So that is the reason why today's topic, and it is the need which I would like to stress again. Okay, next we will go ஒரு what do you call that finance professional. What do you think is an essential thing it is required for a finance professional? நீங்க சொன்னீங்க அக்கௌண்டண்டா இருக்க முடியாது, you need to be a finance professional சொன்னீங்க. But what is the essential characteristics of a finance professional அப்படிங்கிற கொஸ்டின் உங்க மைண்ட்ல வரலாம். Yeah, this is the answer for that. You need to be updated on all statutory laws. For example, like not only you, even I thought when I was doing my graduation Bcom, I was thinking computer is not my subject. Computer, no way I am connected to computers because it is a science subject. The computer science is a subject dealt by science students. I am no way concerned with that. But I had to change my mind when I came to Chennai for doing CA. That time it was the introduction of computers was happening, and I had to learn the computers. So we have to be updated on the technology front also. Not only that, to be a subject matter expert. Like சொன்ன மாதிரி ஒரு subject matter expert எக்ஸ்பர்ட்டா இருந்தாதான் today's world we can survive அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி. You should be very conversant with GST, taxation, both direct taxation and indirect taxation, as well as corporate law. So all these things are a past where you will say, sir, இது law வந்து law ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு, கம்ப்யூட்டர் வந்து கம்ப்யூட்டர் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு, எனக்கும் அதுக்கும் சம்மந்தம் இல்லை, so I'm not going to concentrate on that. No, we cannot do like that. Now everything is important, whether it is technology or taxation or GST or corporate law. We need to be very and we should have very good hands-on experience. I would not say like you should be an expert in all these things, but a basic knowledge with updated information on those taxation laws is going to definitely help you. That is the foremost essential character of a finance professional, what today's industry is looking at. So that is one. Number two, as I told, technology is the key driver. You cannot say, sir, எனக்கு வந்து cloud technology பத்தி தெரியாது, I don't know about internet technology, இல்லை இது வந்து cloud பத்தி எனக்கு தெரியாது, ஆன்லைன் மீட்டிங் பத்தி don't know, I'm not concerned about it என்ற மாதிரி நீங்க சொல்லவே முடியாது. As I told earlier, the technology has changed. Like this, the same webinar 2 years back, if it had been organized, to come and visit you in an auditorium, I have to address, and all the organizers had to make so much of arrangements, and like lot of manual work was involved. In today's in the seminar, nothing is there. Just over call. Like in fact, we have never met also personally. Everything we like had a chat over phone, over email, exchanged emails, and came to a fixed date, and now the webinar is happening. So that is the way the technology has changed a lot of things. So our finance profession is not immune of all these things. We are going to be dependent on technology. So we cannot leave out the technology and think, yeah, without leaving the technology, I'm going to a finance professional. Please be updated with the technology also is the point I would like to stress. And then இதுக்கு முன்னாடி பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னால், லைக் ஒரு அக்கௌண்டண்ட்டாக நீங்கள் வந்து ஒரு கம்பெனிலையோ இல்லை ஒரு ஆர்கனைசேஷன்லையோ, when you are going to contribute, you will be allotted one job. சார், நான் வந்து அக்கௌண்ட்ஸ் பேயபிள் மேனேஜ் பண்ண போகிறேன், ஐ எம் கோயிங் டு மேனேஜ் பெட்டி கேஷ், ஐ எம் கோயிங் டு டூ ஒன்லி பர்ச்சேசஸ், ஆல் தோஸ் திங்ஸ். ஸோ நவ் வித் தி அட்வென்ட் ஆஃப் டெக்னாலஜி, இந்த விஷயங்கள் எல்லாமே பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் systems and technology has taken over. So today's inventory maintenance is done by ERP systems. We don't have any job. It will tell you the economic order quantity. So ஒரு particular stock item வந்து இது கம்மி ஆயிடுச்சு அப்படின்னு சொன்னா, it will tell you, see, this particular item has gone down, you have to order. It will tell you like it's in the quantity of stock வந்து ரொம்ப நாளா it is on hold, we have to sell it immediately, otherwise that stock will become redundant. So all those things we have to do manually. Now the systems have taken over. So once those items were taken over by computer systems and technology, what is the part we can play to the company? That is what company is looking at. You have to add value to the company. Apart from this, what is that you can contribute to the company is what all the companies are looking at. So you cannot just say, sir, I know debit credit, I know how to make purchase register, sales register, I know how to make trial balance, I know how to make the balance sheet. No, that is not sufficient. You have to add something more. You have to, you should be able to read the financial statements properly and give a suggestion to the management, or you should be able to give a better solution in terms of saving taxes, or in terms of managing the GST complaints, anything they are looking at adding value. So how much you can add value to the company is what the companies are looking at today. Not only companies, even if you are an entrepreneur, if you decide, sir, I am going to do my own business, நான் என்னோட பிசினஸ் நான் தனியா பண்ணி போறேன் அப்படின்னு சொன்னாலும், தேர் ஆல்சோ நீங்க தனியா தெரியணும் அப்படிங்கிற விருப்பம் உங்களுக்கு இருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொன்னா, யூ ஷுட் கிரியேட் வேல்யூ டு யுவர் கஸ்டமர்ஸ். தென் only you will be able to survive as a self-employed business or entrepreneur startup. So to overcome all these things, what we suggest is, these are the skill set you should have. That is, as I said, GST is going to be foremost important, because that is going to be the topic what I am discussing on now. And Excel, yes, without Excel, my office, including my office today, we cannot function, because that has become the key supporter in terms of so many calculations, presentations, everything. Excel is going to play a very major role. Apart from that, ERP systems like SAP, Oracle, so all hands-on experience or a knowledge in SAP or Excel or Oracle is going to help you uh, uh, very tremendously. So that is also going to be an essential skill set for you as a finance professional. And also cloud computing. So today, everything like even if you take care of my office also, I am sitting in my native today. We are working, all my staffs are sitting in that their respective places, and we are working in cloud. So you cannot say, sir, I don't know how to use this, I don't know how to use that. அந்த மாதிரி ஒன்று சொல்லவே முடியாது. You have to learn. So these skill set are, in my opinion, going to be very much essential to be a successful finance professional. Next, we will come to our important topic of the day, why I am here. When I said GST is going to be important for finance professional, why GST? Why I'm saying GST? Like GST, it is just introduced in 2017. Previously, after introduction of GST, what has changed? அது நம்ம இப்போ பார்க்கலாம். So pre-GST era, அதாவது வந்து 2017 July, the GST got introduced. GST வரதுக்கு முன்னாடி நம்ம இந்தியன் டாக்ஸேஷன் சிஸ்டம் எப்படி இருந்தது அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு ஓவரால் வியூ பார்ப்போம். So that you will understand what GST has made an impact in our Indian economy, as well as the business, the way how the business are being conducted. GST வரதுக்கு முன்னாடி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, there are more than 25 state laws. For example, தமிழ்நாடுக்கு ஒரு தனி VAT law, பாண்டிச்சேரி law, Karnataka, Kerala. So all the 25 states, 25 plus states to be precise, had their own state VAT law. For example, உங்களுக்குமே தெரிஞ்சுக்கலாம், நிறைய ரோட்ல வந்து நீங்க பாண்டிச்சேரி ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் வெஹிக்கிள்ஸ் யூ குட் ஹவ் சீன் இன் சென்னை ஆர் இன் அதர் பார்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் தமிழ்நாடு ஆல்சோ. ஸோ நம்ம அப்போ அவங்க கிட்ட போய் கேட்டிருக்கோம், 2017 முன்னாடி அவங்க கிட்ட கேட்டிருந்தோம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா, த ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் ஆன்சர் வாட் தே சே இஸ், சார் பாண்டிச்சேரியில் வாங்கினா ஐ வில் பி ஏபிள் டு சேவ் அரௌண்ட் 1 lakh in taxes. So I went and purchased in Pondicherry. I gave Pondicherry address, registered the vehicle in Pondicherry, and I am plying it here. That was the standard reply நமக்கு கிடைச்சிட்டே இருந்தது. Pondicherry is around 200 kilometers from Chennai. So in the 200 kilometers distance, one state was having one tax law, tax rate, and the other state, that is Tamil Nadu, was having some other state law. And Tamil Nadu, there are few items. For example, since we consider Thali as very auspicious one, Thali is an exempted item as per Tamil Nadu VAT Act previously. So Ade Thali, if you are going and purchasing in Haryana or New Delhi, you have to pay 5% VAT or 10% VAT on that. So imagine for a same product, there may be different taxation, or do you call like a procedure to be adopted. The different rate of tax was adopted. Different interpretation of law was there, and different return filing requirements was there. Different type of compliance requirements was there. So everything was different. You may ask, sir, I am sitting in Tamil Nadu as a retailer or wholesaler. I will not have any problem with this. But think as a multinational company or national level company, for example, Hindustan Lever, Procter and Gamble, or Reliance Industries. They'll be having their operations all over India. Think of the magnitude of their requirement of manpower to comply with the 25 different state laws. So it is going to be very difficult, right? So in fact, it was difficult, and they had 25 different teams, each team comprising of minimum of 10 for every state. So assuming 25 into 10, 250 people just working only to comply with taxation. Different taxation laws, different forms to be filed, different assessments to be done. So all those things were there. More than 25 state laws and central laws. In addition to that, central laws also were there for with regard to indirect taxes. Like there was excise duty, there was central sales tax, and there are so many other central tax also. So to comply with that itself, it was taking a lot of time, a lot of energy, and waste of time also. So normally businesses consider accounting and taxation as a thankless job, because like they are not going to get any output out of it other than, like, if it is not a statutory requirement, they will not do it. So that was the reason
Sir, sir, Sridhar sir.
sorry, there was a
Hello.
disturbance in my line.
Yes, no problem, sir. Yeah, you are audible now.
Yeah. See, imagine ஒரு பெரிய company having 250 professionals or 250 people has to simply just file returns, manage, follow up with the department, and get the assessment orders and assessments get done. Pricing mechanism, like for example, இந்த மாதிரி நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி பாண்டிச்சேரியில் ஒரு price, தமிழ்நாட்டில் ஒரு priceனா they have to look at the pricing models also to fix price for their products. So they have to do that. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி ரொம்ப பெரிய கன்ஃபியூஷன்ஸ் அண்ட் லாட் ஆஃப் ஹேப்பனிங்ஸ் ஆர் தேர். ஸோ திஸ் வாஸ் த மெயின் ரீசன் ஒய் அதர் investors from other company, that is other countries, were hesitant to come to India. ஈவன் என்னோட எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்ல பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னா, லைக் whenever I get a foreign client, the first thing they ask is, sir, இந்த மாதிரி இந்த ப்ராடக்ட் is this is what I'm going to deal. அவங்க வந்து எங்கிட்ட, சார் வாட் வில் பி த டேக்ஸ் ரேட் சார், சொல்ல முடியுமா அப்படின்ற மாதிரி கேட்பாங்க. ஐ வில் டெல், ஃபார் திஸ் ப்ராடக்ட், ஃபார் திஸ் டிஃபரெண்ட் ஸ்டேட்ஸ், 25 different states, these are the rates. For in this 25 states you are going to comply with all these regulations அப்படின்னு சொன்னா, what the first thing they will say is, no, it is too complicated, என்னால் இது முடியாது, so I will go out and do it somewhere else. So that was the position pre GST era. So imagine the amount of work they have to do. So as a foreign investor, அவங்களோட first aim என்ன இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா, let me come and do the business here, let me comply the law, local laws with ease. எனக்கு வந்து அதில் டிஃபிகல்ட்டி இருக்கக்கூடாது அப்படிங்கிறது தான் அவங்களோட எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷனாக இருந்தது. GST has correctly made that. So they don't want that compliance as a very big burden. So GST, they wanted to remove the compliance burden. Not only that, in the provisions of law, சார் எனக்கு 25 டிஃப்ரெண்ட் ஸ்டேட்ஸில் எனக்கு டிஃப்ரெண்ட் ப்ரொவிஷன்ஸ் ஒரே ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் ப்ராடக்ட்டுக்கோ ஒரே ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் ரிட்டர்ன் ஃபைலிங் ப்ரொசீஜருக்கோ டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டெட்லைன்ஸு டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டேட்ஸு டிஃப்ரெண்ட் பேமெண்ட் மெத்தட்ஸ் இருந்ததுன்னா ரொம்ப கஷ்டமாக இருக்கும். ஸோ ஐ நீட் சம் கிளாரிட்டி. அந்த கிளாரிட்டி இல்லாமல் இருந்தது ப்ரீ ஜிஎஸ்டி ஏரால. அண்ட் இமேஜின் டிஸ்பியூட்ஸ், எனி டிஸ்பியூட் அரைசஸ். இப்போ 25 ஸ்டேட்ஸ் அப்படின்னு நான் சொன்னேன் இல்லையா, அந்த 25 ஸ்டேட்ஸில் if you have any dispute with the tax authorities, imagine 25 states you have to run around. 25 states you have to run around like 250 people will not be sufficient to do that. So that was the issue created pre-GST era. So in the year 2016, the idea of GST was mooted, and with lots and lots of deliberations, because our Indian constitution had different provisions for taxing indirect taxes. Like for example, like goods, all the states were empowered to tax goods. Services, only central government was empowered to tax that services. So they had to amend the Indian constitution itself. So amending Indian constitution was not an easy job. They have to convince all the states. They had to convince that there will not be any revenue loss for them, and they had to convince on a common platform where everybody will be coming together and work on that, and they will be giving as a one statutory law which is going to be applicable for all states. So these were the things which was happening pre-GST. Now let us see what has happened, or what things have really changed post GST. So with after a lot of deliberations, the central government had to convene so many meetings. If I remember right, they convened around 170 meetings with all state governments and state government representatives. They had to come out with a common law. So finally in 2017 it happened, and I would say it is one of the biggest India's tax reform. Like 1991 பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னா, Manmohan Singh brought a very good change in our economy by opening up our economy and closing all the license raj and the difficulties, and the economy performed really well after 1991. That is one of the recent times reform in finance and taxation what he has done. After that, I would say GST is the biggest tax reform in Indian history. So இதுக்கு முன்னாடி நான் அந்த ஜிஎஸ்டி ப்ரீ ஜிஎஸ்டி ஏரால வந்து என்னென்ன டிஃபிகல்ட்டிஸ்லாம் ஃபேஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தோம். வாட் ஐ செட் வாஸ் 25 ஸ்டேட்ஸ்க்கு 25 டிஃபரெண்ட் லா. எஸ், தட் ஹாஸ் பீன் ரிமூவ். நவ் ஒன் கண்ட்ரி, one law and one taxation is there. Only GST is there. And then it avoids the cascading effect of taxes. இதுக்கு முன்னாடி பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னால், அந்த ப்ரீ ஜிஎஸ்டி ஏரால the cascading effect of tax was there. Like if you don't understand what is cascading effect, I will just explain to you with a small example. You are buying a product from New Delhi for 100 rupees, for example. You will be paying 10 rupees excise duty on that, and in addition to that you will be paying 5 rupees central sales tax on that. So when that particular product lands in Chennai, the cost of the product becomes 100 plus 10 plus 5, 115. So what happens is, the seller in Chennai, the wholesaler in Chennai, when he sells to the other person, that is a retailer in Tamil Nadu, what he will do is he will consider 115 as cost, and he will add his margin of 10 rupees, 125. On top of it, he will be charging, suppose 10% tax means 12 rupees 50 paise, he will be charging the tax. If you carefully look at it, this 12.5, that is 125 into 10%, 12.5 includes tax on tax. What is tax on tax? This 125 includes 10 rupees excise duty and 5 rupees central sales tax. So the 12 rupees 50 paise what he is paying as tax here includes the tax on tax. There is no value addition, but the tax on tax effect was there. That is called the cascading effect of taxes. That was a main concern which was affecting a lot of people as well as the end consumers. So the GST has given a very good solution to this, and it avoided this cascading effect on taxes. So with the introduction of GST, the tax what you pay to your purchases is no more a cost to you. You are going to get it back as an input tax credit. So it is not going to be a cost. So as a result, the final product price also will come down, and also the end consumer will not pay tax on tax. That is, he will not be having cascading effect of tax on the goods and services what he is going to get. And நான் ஏற்கனவே சொன்ன மாதிரி in the after introduction of GST, there is going to be only one tax law, there is going to be only one tax rate, and it is going to be uniform for all over the country. So today all the entrepreneurs, whether they are a small entrepreneur or big entrepreneur, sitting in any part of the country, even let it be a village also, they can do business with only one tax registration in his hand. He can do business to the entire India, not only India, entire globe. You can say you can do business. So that is the opportunity and ease of business GST has brought in. Not only that, நான் ஏற்கனவே சொன்ன மாதிரி the foreign investors who are coming into India, அவங்க என்ன பார்க்குறாங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னால், சார் நான் இந்த பிஸ்னஸ் பண்ணும்போது இதில் ஈஸ் ஆஃப் டூயிங் பிஸ்னஸ் எனக்கு இருக்குமா, இந்த கம்ப்ளைன்ஸ் வந்து எனக்கு ரொம்ப இது மாதிரி 25 கம்ப்ளைன்ஸ்லாம் என்னால் பண்ண முடியாது, you have to come down with it, or you have to be little less compliance இருக்கணும், it should be easy அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி இருந்து, எஸ், GST is going to is satisfying, and it is further going to be simplified in the days to come also. It is in the growing stage, I would say. And last but not the least, the compliance burden has come down drastically. Friends, நான் இந்த இடத்துல வந்து as a tax professional, I would also like to add a point to this. Definitely it has reduced the compliance burden. For example, like I am practicing in Chennai. I was practicing in VAT also, the pre-GST also I was practicing in direct taxes, where I had around 200 plus returns to be filed every month to month in Chennai alone. For example, in Chennai, we had around 15 tax offices with different jurisdictions. So for this 250 people, imagine how many people I have to engage to physically carry the return, submit it in the respective office, get an acknowledgement. So for 250 clients, I have to organize so many people to visit around 17 or 18 different statutory offices, that is VAT jurisdictional offices. I have to organize, I have to take a print, I have to prepare the acknowledgement, I have to organize a person who will be taking that to the particular office, getting an acknowledgement and come back. So if the 20th is the last date, means I have to start planning by 15th. And it was a Herculean task to complete that on 20th itself. So sometimes the 21st, 22nd also it may take. So like me, imagine how much issue a big corporate Indian presence would have. Compliance burden has come down now. So the same 250 plus companies sitting at the comfort of home, sitting at the comfort of our office, sitting in the table, I can complete everything in a matter of maybe say 2 hours or 3 hours maximum. So everything is including the payment of taxes, everything is online. So the compliance burden is absolutely not there. So now the GST has created a very good setup in India to, sorry, the GST has created a very good setup in India for entrepreneurs to make their compliances hassle free, at the same time transparent and easier to comply also. This is the scenario after the post GST era. So now we will come to the important point of GST for upcoming finance professionals. So all these things are happened. Why you should be aware, or what you should do in GST? So as I said earlier, in the skill set. ஸோ இது நாள் வரைக்கும் வாட் இஸ் யுவர் ஸ்கில் செட்னு நிறைய பேர் கேட்பாங்க. அந்த ஸ்கில் செட்டில் நீங்கள் என்ன சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தீங்கன்னா, சார் ஐ வில் பி ஏபிள் டு ஒர்க் இன் டேலி, ஸோ என்னால் எக்ஸல் ஒர்க் பண்ண முடியும், ஐ கேன் ஒர்க் இன் க்ளவுட் கம்ப்யூட்டிங் அப்படின்ற நீங்கள் சொல்லலாம். Now the skill set of knowledge in GST, or rather I will say working knowledge in GST, is an essential skill set for you in your resume. It is going to be an essential skill set for new finance professionals. இதுக்கு முன்னாடி பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் அக்கௌண்டிங் அண்ட் கம்பைலேஷன் தான் பேசிக் குவாலிட்டியாக இருந்தது. நவ் இட் இஸ் நாட் ஸோ. ஆஸ் ஐ செட் earlier, GST is a very important and vital skill set which you have to learn along with the technology, and the industry is looking at value from you. நான் இதுக்கு முன்னாடியே சொன்ன மாதிரி you have to add value to the company where you are going to work. If you are going to be on your own, you have to add value as an entrepreneur to your business also. Yes, GST or the knowledge about the GST can provide you that. So that is the thing which I wanted you to know, and I wanted to stress here also. Now that சார் இது சொல்லிட்டீங்க, இந்த நாலேஜ் எனக்கு எப்படி எனக்கு ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்க போகுது அப்படின்னு. எஸ், ஆஸ் ஐ செட் earlier, இன்னைக்கு பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் most sought skill set is GST knowledge and working knowledge in GST. If you have that skill set in your resume, definitely you are going to get a job, very good job in fact I will say, no doubt about it. And one more thing is, normally ஒரு ஜென்ரல் ஸ்கில் செட்டோட, தட் இஸ் எனக்கு அக்கௌண்டிங் தெரியும், டேலி தெரியும், சாஃப்ட்வேர் தெரியும், அது மாதிரி இருக்கும்போது அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கிற சப்ளை ஆஃப் தோஸ் டைப் ஆஃப் கேண்டிடேட்ஸ் இஸ் வெரி வெரி ஹை, பட் தேர் டிமாண்ட் இஸ் லெஸ். பட் வேரஸ் வென் யூ டேக் ஜிஎஸ்டியோட ஒரு ஜிஎஸ்டி ப்ரொஃபஷனலாக நீங்கள் உங்களை ப்ரெசென்ட் பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னால், த சப்ளை இஸ் வெரி லெஸ் பட் த டிமாண்ட் இஸ் வெரி மோர். So you know very well, when the supply is less and demand is more, what is going to happen? Yes, the supply, the person who is going to make supply is going to gain more. So you as a supplier having a very good skill set in GST, definitely you can demand more and you will be able to succeed in your career as a professional. Not only that, you may ask, சார் எனக்கு வந்து இப்போ இந்த ஜிஎஸ்டி வந்து எனக்கு இஸ் இட் கோயிங் டு பி ஒன்லி ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல் இன் இந்தியா? நீங்கள் சொல்கிறது எல்லாமே இந்தியாவுக்கு மட்டும் தானே ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும்னு. நோ மை டியர் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ், சீயிங் இந்தியாஸ் சக்ஸஸ், almost many countries have started implementing GST. UAE has already come out with GST. Oman has already come out with GST. Saudi Arabia, yes, they have also come with GST in the name of, they call it as VAT. But the basic everything, skill set, everything is the same when it comes to compliance and the way how it is taxed, everything is the same. So you have a very good opportunity in the these countries, and apart from this, even African countries, all those countries are looking at people with good knowledge in VAT and GST. So your knowledge in Indian GST, definitely it is going to help you if you are looking at a career abroad also. So if you say, sir, I am not going to go for a job, so what can I do? How this GST is going to help me? Yes, you can be a freelancer too. You can be on your own also. So the most sought today's consulting requirement is support for MSMEs. MSMEs na micro, small and medium enterprises. A small enterprise with less than 10 crores turnover, 5 crores turnover, or maybe 1 crore turnover. Those MSMEs are looking for good support from freelancers or tax consultants, because they are the people who are less served, I will say. So you can take that as an opportunity and you can support. Once you are decided that you are going to be on your own, you can very well support so many MSMEs who are looking at support in terms of their accounting, taxation and GST consulting. Yes, not only that, you can also become a GST practitioner. So GST practitioner does not require any extraordinary skills, or you need not to clear CA or ICW or CS, all those things. Professional degrees also are also not required. If you are a graduate in commerce or related business stream, that is enough. You have to write only one additional exam for GST practitioner, like after studying the GST provisions and laws. So once you become a authorized GST practitioner, your name will be displayed in the GST portal, the Government of India GST portal itself, and there are very good chances that you might get contacts from required MSMEs and business houses. So there is a facilitation mechanism available in GST portal also. So if not job, you can be on your own also, where you are going to support MSME, and you yourself are going to be an entrepreneur. Okay, sir. Then my next question, what it might come to your mind is that, okay, fine, all these things are good. I am convinced GST is very much required for me. What can I do, sir? நான் என்ன பண்ணணும்? ஜிஎஸ்டியை இப்போ நான் இதில் நான் பண்ணணும், என்னோட கரியர் வந்து நான் இதில் எடுத்துக்கணும் அப்படின்னா நான் என்ன பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு கொஷின் உங்களுக்கு வரலாம். This is what my suggestion is. Please complete a comprehensive course on GST. The course where it happens is like ICW Institute is conducting GST courses. MSME Institute at Gindi, they are conducting courses on GST. Yes, very well, you can attend. It will be around 20 to 25 days course, full-time course, where you can get very good knowledge about GST. So if these two are not possible, sir, இது எல்லாமே என்னால் பண்ண முடியாது, like I'm sitting in a remote place, or due to present situation I will not be able to go அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி நீங்கள் நினச்சிங்கன்னா ஒன்றும் ப்ராப்ளம் இல்லை. You can, there are lots and lots of videos, YouTube videos are available over the net. You can choose a right one and you can start following those videos so that you will get a basic understanding on what GST is. Okay, once you are getting into a course on GST, or after completion of GST course, do you think it is sufficient? No, I would say no, it is not going to be sufficient. You get some practical experience by joining as an intern in any consulting company where they are practicing GST, or maybe as a trainee you can join for some time, or as an employee you can join for some time. Get the practical insights or practical knowledge in compliance with GST. You please do that. Finally, after that, go and write the GST practitioner exam. If you choose to go take that route, like you want to be a GST practitioner authorized by Government of India or GST Council, you please take the GST practitioner exam also. And last but not least, subscribe to GST updates and information from any of the forum, and be up to date on the GST provisions. That is what I would suggest. Because from 2017 till date, as I said, in the GST law, it is evolving slowly, it is evolving, and it has not come to a final shape. So the provisions what I studied in 2017 is not going to be useful for me today, because the return filing procedure, lot of rates have changed, return filing timelines have changed, everything has changed. Today it is different. So you cannot say, sir, நான் ஒரு 1 year முன்னாடி GST course படிச்சிட்டேன், that is sufficient for me, so now I am going to practice GST on my own. Or okay, you will say, you cannot say I am very well versed with GST எனக்கு எல்லாமே தெரியும் அப்படின்னு சொல்ல முடியாது, because it is going to be a continuous process. Maybe in another next 2 to 3 years it is going to be like this only. So only after 3 years it will settle down, and the number of amendments or changes is going to come down, and we will get settled only that point of time. Even at that point of time, we, until that point is reached, we should be update in our knowledge. So my suggestion is, once you are done with the practical experience and the course, and after writing the GST exam, please ensure you follow up with the latest development in GST by subscribing to a forum. Like there are a lot of forums available online, offline, WhatsApp groups, LinkedIn groups, Telegram groups, or there are a lot of conferences happening. Institute of Chartered Accountants of India is organizing a lot of conferences, and GST Council itself, they are releasing a lot of educational videos on GST. So all those things you have to keep a close watch, and you have to ensure that you are up to date in your GST knowledge also. So this is going to help you tremendously, and you are going to be a very good successful GST professional in the days to come. With this, I would like to complete my presentation on GST for upcoming finance professional. Now, if you have any questions, I am glad to answer.
So in the meantime, as they are, as the students are trying to, pick up with questions or type in their queries, I would really want to extend my sincere thanks to you, sir. Ivlo teliva, ivlo elimaya, in a way that students, can, comprehend, what happened before, how it can be, later, how, you can participate even though you're from a different stream, how you can, be into freelancing and also get, become a professional also. So the way you walked us through, Nandri, thank you very much, sir. Such deep and such, comprehensible insights from you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, fantastic. So, students, I would like for you to, place your queries, post your queries to sir, and sir is very much willing to, help you with the clarity on that. So you can use the chat box to drop in your queries, or you can unmute yourself and you can, ask your doubts or clarify your doubts. We will keep the window open for next 2 minutes.
See, the
Sir,
query
how?
has come like,
Yeah.
yeah, how can we get the GST number? As I said earlier, not only return filing, the entire process of GST from registration, return filing, appeals, refunds, everything is online. We have to visit gst.gov.in. That is the official website of GST department. There you need to submit your basic documents like PAN card is mandatory, your residential address proof, ID proof, and your business address proof. And you have to give some basic details about like what is that you are going to do, like whether you are going to buy and sell goods, or you are going to provide service, you are going to import and export, or whatever you are going to do, that you have to give a basic detail which a person with general knowledge and a small or a little hands-on experience on the system, you can get the GST number on your own. So there is no fee involved in getting GST registration. Once you submit it online, you will get the GST number in a matter of another 10 or 15 days. Everything is an online process, very pretty simple process with very simple documentation. Only point to be noted is every state you need to have a separate GST number. That is the only thing you have to note. See, it is up to you. Like normally see to சிம்பிளா சொல்லணும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா, சார் எனக்கு தலைவலிக்குது அப்படின்னு சொன்னா நீங்க டாக்டர்கிட்ட தான் போகணும் அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு ஆப்ஷன். ஸோ இஃப் யூ சூஸ் டு பி சேஃப், எஸ் டாக்டர்கிட்டே போயிட்டு நான் தலைவலிக்கு ஐ டேக் மருந்து அப்படின்னா ஃபைன். அதர்வைஸ் இஃப் யூ சே சார் நான் நேரடியாக போயிட்டு ஒரு மெடிக்கல் ஷாப்ல சைடான் ஆர் ஒரு டேப்லெட் ஒன்று வாங்கி நானே போட்டுக்கிறேன், எஸ் யூ கேன் டூ. அதுதான் இதோட ஆன்சர். லைக் சப்போர்ட் ஆஃப் ஆடிட்டர்ஸ், in my opinion, for registration it is not required. Maybe return filing and compliances la auditors oda support kandipa தேவைப்படலாம். Not necessarily auditors. நான் இதுக்கு முன்னாடி சொன்ன மாதிரி, if you are going to be a GST professional or GST practitioner, you can also play that role, not necessarily auditors. And GST number also you yourself can get it. There is no difficulty in that. It's a very simple process. And what is the current rate structure under GST? See, GST பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னா, it's a very broad question. Let me try to answer it very simply. Rate structure அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, there are exempt products. Exempt products அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா essential products. இப்போ vegetables இருக்கு, food items, grains, rice. So all those things are essential items. Basically, like what Government of India and the GST Council have done is they have segregated into essential goods, primary goods, semi-luxury goods, and luxury goods. This is the broad classification. So essential goods அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னா it is totally exempt. You don't have to pay GST on essential goods. For example, இப்போ நான் வந்து ரைஸ் வாங்குறேன் அப்படின்னா ரைஸுக்கு ஜிஎஸ்டி கிடையாது, பிகாஸ் இட் இஸ் அன் எசென்ஷியல் ப்ராடக்ட். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன் இஸ் செமி எசென்ஷியல். சம்டைம்ஸ் வந்து சில ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ் வந்து ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் பிஸ்கட் அப்படின்னு இருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொன்னா பிஸ்கட் இஸ் நாட் அன் எசென்ஷியல் ப்ராடக்ட். பட் அட் த சேம் டைம் யூ கேனாட் ரூல் அவுட் இது வந்து எசென்ஷியல் கிடையாதுன்றதும் சொல்ல முடியாது. ஸோ இட் இஸ் அ செமி எசென்ஷியல் ப்ராடக்ட். ஸோ தே மைட் சார்ஜ் 5%. Food items, or some branded food items, they will charge at 5%. And semi-luxury items, they will charge 12%. Some items you might think, sorry, the essential கிடையாது, semi-essential கிடையாது, percent. And another thing is there, they will charge 18%. Luxury item, ultra luxury items, they will charge 28%. For example, you might think, சார் இப்போ ஒரே ரேட் ஜிஎஸ்டி வச்சிருக்கலாமே, ஏன் இந்த மாதிரி டிஃப்ரெண்ட் ரேட் வச்சிருக்கலாங்க அப்படின்ற மாதிரி ஒரு கொஸ்டின் உங்க மைண்ட்ல வரலாம். இப்போ ஹோட்டல்ல போய் நம்ம சாப்பிட.
Sir, we are losing you. Your voice is cracking up a bit. I hope you wouldn't mind. We are losing you. Your voice is cracking up a bit. Would you like to,
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir, you are. Would you like to repeat the response, please? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, previously, essential, semi-essential, semi-luxurious, and ultra-luxurious. So in the broad classification இருக்கு. So essential goods necessarily, since it is an essential good, the taxation rate will be totally exempt. It will be totally exempt, and semi-essential products will be charged at 5%, and mid products will be charged at 12%. Semi-luxurious item will be charged at 18%. Ultra luxurious items will be charged at 28%. So ஒரு கொஸ்டின் வரும், சார் ஜிஎஸ்டி ரேட் சிங்கப்பூர்ல ஒரிஜினலி 6% தான் சார், பட் வை இந்தியா இஸ் ஹேவிங் சோ மெனி ரேட்ஸ் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி ஒரு இஷ்யூ ஒன்று வந்தது. The simple answer to that is, sir, நீங்க ஒரு ஹோட்டல் போய் சாப்பிட போறீங்க, he is charging 5%. Do you think it is correct and fair to compare this person who is going and having a food at hotel? So இன்னைக்கு எனக்கு வீட்டில் சாப்பாட முடியல, ஆர் எனக்கு ரொம்ப எசென்ஷியல், நான் சாப்பிட்டு தான் ஆகணும், ஐ எம் a bachelor, I cannot cook on my own, நான் ஹோட்டலில் போய் சாப்பிட்றேன் அப்படின்னும் போது 5% போடுறான் அவங்களையும், நான் ஒரு BMW car, I am buying a BMW car, on that 5% நான் சார்ஜ் பண்றேன் அப்படிங்கிறது, how you can say it is equal? So the person who can afford ultra luxuries should be affordable, and we can nothing wrong in collecting 28% taxes from him. That is the basic reason why there is a differential tax. So to put it simply, the current rate structure of GST is exempt 3%, 5%, 12% the rate structure under GST.
Thank you, sir. So I am going to club a question. The question is basically this: if I learn about GST, what kind of job I will get? So basically that's like what kind of what are the job opportunities when I am into GST learning as a core study. And then there's another question again. See, my daughter has chosen commerce group with entrepreneurship. What are the opportunities she has in future? What options she has to choose in her higher studies? I think it can be a combined question. I guess.
Yes.
So I'm putting it that way.
Yes.
Over to you, sir.
As I said earlier, GST is no longer it is one of my additional qualification. It is no more an additional qualification. It is going to be, rather I will say, it is already a compulsory skill set all the companies are looking at, because the knowledge in GST will give you insight about how to price the product, how to give a margin about your product, and how to place your product in the market. So it involves the GST knowledge not only involves the or it not only ensures the compliance aspect alone, it is going to help you in other aspects also, like marketing, pricing, strategy, everything it is going to help. So definitely, as I said earlier, GST no more it is a desired skill set, it is going to be a compulsory skill set in the days to come. So if you are looking at a career in finance or in a finance department, you have to be conversant or at least having a basic knowledge about GST. That is one. Number two, you said uh, as a student, can you repeat that second question again for me, please?
Sure, sir. The second question, how do I get to, what are the options available, since I've chosen commerce group with entrepreneurship,
Okay.
and what are the opportunities available, what's in the future, and what options, do I have to choose in my higher studies? Is the student's query.
Yes. Fine. Excellent. Uh, See, today's thing requires first, what is your forethought? What is your uh, uh, expectation, or where you see yourself in next 3 years? If you say, sir, I am going to be an entrepreneur on my own, my answer will be different. If you say, no, sir, I would like to work in a very big corporate company where I will get hands-on experience on various business aspects and strategies and decisions, yeah, my answer is going to be different. The most common thing will be like everybody will be aspiring to work in a corporate company with varied experience. So my suggestion to those people who are looking at that career option is that, one, please please be up to date in your technology front. So you don't say, sir, I don't know how to do how to use the cloud way of accounting or cloud technology, I don't know. You don't know like sir, artificial intelligence, all those things, don't tell me it is out of my topic, or no way, I am no way concerned about it. So no, it is not going to be like that. In fact, maybe in 10 years down the line, what I foresee is like the artificial intelligence and Internet of Things, IoT, is going to take away major chunk of all these jobs also. So even now itself, like Excel, that is Office 365, if you look at it, it has artificial intelligence. If you fill one cell and just one or two cells, one below the other, and start dragging it, the other cells will automatically get filled by itself using the artificial intelligence. So my sincere suggestion to you is, along with your main course of study, for example, if you are in finance, you please do finance, as well as you please be up to date in your technology also. Technology doesn't mean only having a laptop, having Excel, Word, and Tally installed in it, just having hands-on experience. You have to go much beyond that. You have to be conversant with the artificial intelligence, cloud technology, SAP, Oracle, all those things you need to be ensured. So my suggestion is that, so please don't get lost because of your aversion to technology. Your domain expertise along with technology, you should be very, very, very careful, and you should be up to date in that. That is my advice to people who are seeking or you are looking at very corporate level work environment today.
Thank you, sir. There is another question. Just I will quickly, get that done. So, what is the basic qualifications one should have to take up GST practitioner exam? Is it only BCom graduates who can, who are eligible for it, or would you your thoughts on that?
No, it is not like that. Any graduate can write the GST practitioner exam. The only thing is like the GST practitioner exam also has some curriculum about the GST, like nothing else. No, what do you call the regular kind of objective and problem solving skills. All those things will not be there. It will be only about the GST. which, as I said earlier, if you are able to attend the courses conducted by Institute of Cost and ICW Institute and MSME Institute, that they will comprehensively cover all the areas which is required for that is GST practitioner. That is enough. And not only that, any graduate, not necessarily BCom or BBA graduates, any graduate can become a GST practitioner. There is no restriction in that.
Fantastic. So I'm sure that helps to whoever raised the query. So is that it, students? If you have, I'm going to keep the platform open for 1 more minute. If you have any questions at all, you can unmute and raise it up, or you can also type it. Just 1 more minute. So thank you, thanks to you, sir. um, Notifications from the users and from faculty. I would like to pass on that to you. The students
Thank
and
you.
the faculty who are
Thanks a lot.
participating, they're constantly sending their thank you message to you. And there is one more question. GST, so what's the course duration, or the whole course, how does it unfold? What's the process? That's what they wanted to know. How long is this GST course?
To learn GST, I would say like the basics of GST for uh, uh, to go for the GST practitioner exam or all those things, it might take between 30 to 45 days, not more than that.
Fantastic.
35 full days, like 30 to 45 days full-time course, that is enough.
Okay. So that's all right, Meghala. Yeah, hope that helps. All right, students, on that note, we are thinking, yeah, thank you, Purnima. So the students find it really, beneficial and, absolutely useful and timely. So thank you so much for all the guidance, for all the insights, and for all the responses. We truly appreciate it, sir. From Team MyOSin, and also on behalf of the students and faculty, I really want to extend my sincere thanks to you. And you've been very kind in accepting and, also gracing this occasion through your insights. Meenu meenu romba periya oru nandri, sir. So I'm going to place a request to all the students here. So if you haven't activated your MyOSin account yet, please do it right away. Please do it today. For any support, we are our support lines are constantly open for you. You can very well reach us through our support lines, through be it support at myonlinestatus.com, and then our contact number as well. You can very well reach out to 8939594777. So we will constantly keep, we will be coming up with webinars and workshops and job fairs, and campus drive, events like these for you, for your, benefit and for your progress. Um, we're just here to help you. That's about it. And quickly, I want to, I'm going to also, request for you to go and visit us on our social handles. We are very much happening on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, as well on Instagram. So you do like us there, do follow us there, share about us to your friends, and together let's try and be of support and help to many during these testing times. So once again, a warm thing. I mean, a thank you, heartfelt thank you, and regards to everybody. Special thanks once again to our guest speaker who joined us today, Roman Andri sir. Until we see you in the next session like this, we're going to strongly recommend for all of you to stay safe, stay home, and constantly be supportive to one another. Thank you very much. On that note, we're going to wrap this webinar and call it call it a close. So thank you all.
Thank you all. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. We are blessed. Thank you.